Hello. In this week's video, we'll be looking at how we can create user-defined transaction receipts that can be printed when performing transactions in BarCloud Web. From here on the BarCloud homepage, I'm going to navigate up to the reporting section so that we can go and build the report that we're going to use for our transaction receipt. For today's example, we're going to create a report for asset checkout. However, please keep in mind that transaction receipts can be printed for all transactions in BarCloud for both the stock and the asset sides of the software. Each report will be associated with that transaction's history report, so for this example, I'll select Checkout History. Here, we can see there's a checkout print receipt that's available in the BarCloud system, but we're going to go ahead and create our own. So to do this, I'm going to start by clicking Add. Next, I'm going to name our report here. Once we have the name, we'll click Next. Now, we're going to put into this the details that we want. We can remove any details from the right that are included that we don't need, and we can add details from the left that we do want. Once we have all the fields we need, we'll click Next. And for this example, we'll actually group this by the person that we're going to be checking items out to. I'll go ahead and click Next. And now that we've created the report, I'm going to go ahead and finish and save that. Now that we have our report created, let's see how we can now assign this new report as the checkout receipt. We'll first navigate up to the Admin menu, go into the System Configuration. Next, locate Print Receipts on the left and select it. And now, enable the checkbox that says Enable the ability to print receipts in transactions. Here, we'll see a list of all the transactions where we can create and print receipts from, but in this example, we'll stick to our checkout transaction and choose the receipt we created earlier. Next, let's go ahead and save that. Now that we have everything set up, let's walk through the process of checking out an asset and printing this receipt here in BarCloud Web. For this, we're going to go to the checkout transaction. Here on the checkout screen, I'll begin by selecting the person we're checking this asset out to. Next, we'll enter the asset number being checked out. And finally, we'll specify a due date. Now, we're going to go ahead and click the box that says Print Receipts, and finally process the transaction. Here, we can now see the transaction receipt we created, so we can now print this and provide it to the person who checked out this asset so that they have it for their records. Thank you for taking the time to view this video.